When we complete internet mining investigations, we use these sites to capture things like hobbies and interests and schedules and opinions. And while everyone is entitled to their own, we're also looking to see how a subject interacts with their peers, how they treat others, and if they're engaging in behavior that would alienate an institution, like a college or university, and eventually a fan base. Today, teens today who want to be an influencer or grow themselves or grow their brand online, they're going to make their profiles complete and as attractive as possible. And I've heard that a lot, talking about Twitter, talking about updating your profile, making sure that you're active. But we want to also make sure that the content that we post or the content that we did post doesn't create a problem down the road, right? An opinion or a meme or a joke we tell when we're 15 or 16 might not be as funny when we turn 18 or 21. And someone's internet activity is the new resume for college admissions, and for young adults, their resume as they enter the workforce. And at Brand Armor and Watchpoint, we have experience working with HR professionals and recruiters. So we have the experience, and we've learned about how different industry leaders in different schools look for new talent. And going online is kind of that first step. Notorious apps. We also, Brand Armor, not only do we conduct the internet mining investigations for athletes and making sure that everything's cleaned up, we also do it to kind of prevent any sort of online harassment. We're also looking to make sure that everyone knows about the apps that are out there that are a little more notorious. So when my background is in child abuse investigations, and I would work human trafficking cases when I worked for the sheriff's office. And it was very common to work a case where a teenager would meet a stranger on Kik or on Bumble. Badoo is a site here that looks like the Beats telephone app. It's actually a dating and social networking app where users can chat, share photos and videos based off of location. Now, if there's any takeaway here from today's presentations, it's also to keep yourself safe and be cautious of the information that you put out there. Geotag, this is interesting. So geotagging is the embedding of location-specific metadata when you take a photo from your smart device. Some social media sites scrub the metadata for you to keep you safe, so you think. But it's as easy as taking a photo off of Facebook, throwing it into a Google images search, and finding where else on the internet it resides and where the metadata might still be attached to that photo. From there, anyone can extract where the photo was taken. So if you're somewhere you shouldn't be, right? If you're an athlete and you're someplace that you shouldn't be, and you snap a photo in the hopes that it remains anonymous. If you post it and maybe you don't get the background of where you're at, but if you post it, you can still scrub the metadata from the photo because all phones, all smart devices will snap the latitude and longitude. And if you watch the Netflix show You, then you also know the main character. That's how he learned where his victims reside, because he just throws an image into the Google bar and finds other photos kind of related to that area. So what you might not know is that Googling only captures 4% of the internet. The remaining 96% of the internet sits below the surface web. And if you're a college with deep pockets who can afford to go the extra mile, you can find out what chat rooms you visit and the comments that you leave under a screen name. Brand Armor has the special routers that you need to identify where that harmful content resides, even after it appears to be taken off, and I put taken off in air quotes, taken off of Google. So identifying threats online is important, but it's also important to ensure that you're not posting content detrimental to your own future. So why is knowing your internet footprint matter? Because since the dawn of the digital age, we've seen countless examples of athletes work so hard honing their skills only to see it all taken away because of a bad tweet. And here we have a very long compilation of tweets and posts of examples of how an athlete or celebrity posts something, and then it's a headline. It becomes a headline.